Well, hello, fellow mathematicians. Welcome to Mrs. K's way of putting integers on a horizontal and vertical number line. We're going to talk about three different things here today. The first we're going to mention is reminding ourselves, what are integers? What do they encompass, and what type of numbers are they? Then we're going to put those integers on a horizontal number line. And then the third thing is we're going to talk about a vertical number line. So first, let's remind ourselves, what are integers? Integers are the set of positive and negative whole numbers. Now, the big takeaway here is that they are whole numbers. So let's look at a few different examples. So if we look at some positive numbers, we can see that some are our standard 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 6, 476, any large number that is whole and positive. Then we also have negative numbers, which a few different examples are -1 and -2, -11, -324, and you kind of get the point. You can go as large as you want as long as they are whole. Now, something between positive and negative whole numbers is our handy-dandy friend, the zero. But we must remember that zero is not positive or negative. It's its own opposite, and we do not have it necessarily be a positive or a negative number. It is just zero. Speaking of zero, when we look at a horizontal number line, one place that we usually like to start is 0. But we don't always have to start at 0. This is just an example to put our positive and our negative integers on a horizontal number line. As you can see, a horizontal number line is a number line that goes left and right sideways. That is just like the horizon. When we look at our number line, and if we start at 0, any number to the right happens to be positive. So these are our positive numbers. We can put a few on here right now. So as you can see, we have 1 through 5. Each of these different tick marks happen to be the same interval length away. So in my example here, each of these is worth one different interval. The positive numbers on a horizontal number line also will go on forever. We know that any number to the right of 0 will be positive, so by putting our arrow on the right side, we know it will infinitely go on positive for as long as we can draw it. On the other side of 0, on the left side, if we draw our arrow going all the way left, this is infinitely the set of negative numbers. So let's put a few on here. So in this example, I decided to not have each of my different tick marks be worth 1. Each of them would be worth 2. Because I know between 0 and -2, there will be a -1 right here. But just if I wanted to go by 2s, each of my different tick marks is worth -2. So what you need to take away is that as I go to the right, move to the right, all of my numbers, no matter where I am on the number line, will become greater. So even if I start at -6, as I go to the right, each of these numbers happens to be larger than the one to the left of it. Same thing. Any number that is less, you are moving to the left. So as we move to the left, at any point on the number line, it doesn't have to be at 0. As you move left, you will have a number that is less than the number to its right. Now let's look at the vertical number line. Very similarly, we have a line that is straight. However, now our line is going up and down. Our line will still be going infinitely upwards and infinitely downwards because we have not just the numbers that are on the number line, but they will continue on forever. In this example, though, any number above 0, so all this top portion, those are the positive numbers. So here are a few. And of course, as its opposite, as we go down from 0, these are our negative numbers. And there are a few here. Now, what we want to be able to take away is, again, just like in the horizontal number line, as you went to the right, the numbers got larger. Here, the numbers become greater as you move up. So even if we're starting at -30, as long as we are going up, all of our numbers are getting greater. they are larger than anything below it. And as its inverse, as we go down from any point, so even at positive 10, as we go down, any number below the number we're talking about becomes lesser. So we have, as we move up, the numbers become greater, and as we move down, the numbers become less. This will help us when we compare our positive and negative numbers with one another to know who has a larger value. So I know that lesson was pretty easy peasy lemon squeezy, and I just wanted to leave you with a reward of a picture of my puppy Callie the day we got to bring her home from the breeder. So right in this picture, she's only about 8 weeks old and such a sweet little puppy, but as you can notice, she's got big old paws, and she still has big old paws. So keep watching my videos and you'll be able to see Callie as she transforms from a puppy to a big old sweet old dog. Thanks, you guys. See you in class tomorrow.